I know. I know. But I know already though. I know. You know what I mean? Like, you're not saying nothing that I don't already know. I know. You know what I mean? Look at you. You ready. I know though. I know. Just know that I know. I'm just saying, I just know that I know. You know what I'm saying? All right. Didn't say I warned you. 360 TV. 360 TV. 360. All right, you guys, so my client wanted to take everything off. He's done with basically the locks. So I'm just gonna individually cut each lock one by one. The reason why I'm doing this is because he wanna keep some of the length that's, you know, that he could preserve as much as possible. He wants like a mini fro. So like I said, I'm just gonna cut off just enough so he can have a fro. Now that I have the locks cut off, I'm just gonna pick everything out, kind of make sure everything is, you know, not locked up. And then I'm gonna wash his hair, come back and pick it out once more. So I did not show the wash process, but his hair is obviously clean now. Like I said, I'm just gonna pick it out as much as I can. Spray hairspray just to make sure everything is locked and held, and then just blow dry it so everything is nice and stiff so I could come behind it and shape it how I want. So before I shape it, I'm gonna just go right into doing the tapers. I'm gonna set my bald line in with my Stylecraft sabers, and I'm gonna do it in a rainbow-like shape. Next, with my Stylecraft X360 Jeezy clippers with the lever open, I'm going up about a ½ inch, making sure I stick with that rainbow-like shape and go over that guideline multiple times to ensure that it's at that length. Now moving on with my one guard, basically doing the same thing, going up about a ½ inch, making sure I scoop out, because you don't want to, you know, leave a harsh guideline. You want to at least transition into that fro that's on top. So I'm scooping out, making sure that I bring everything down to that one guard length as much as possible. So right now, I'm not gonna focus on, you know, the bulk that's at the top. I'm just gonna go and blend my way back down. So with the zero guard, with the lever fully closed and a flick out motion, I'm flicking out that middle line. So in some cases where the zero guard close can't take out that middle line fully, I like to go back over it with the lever open and just kind of get in those areas where I see bulk, using my corners as basically thinning shears. So next, what you want to do to take out that bottom line, You want to close the lever, flick below the line, flick to the line, and adjust your lever as you go up in the blend. So now I'm gonna worry about shaping that bulk that's on the top. I'm basically have my lever fully closed and I'm freehanding everything into the bulk. That one that I set in, I'm basically kind of coasting my blade up into the afro, giving it that kind of vertical 45-degree angle like shape. So with this texture of hair is very difficult, so you're gonna have to do a lot of detail work. All right, what I like to do is I like to refer to the mirror. The mirror shows you a different perspective on the blend than just seeing it head on. Also, if you don't have access to a mirror, I like to look away from the blend, come back to it, use the corners of my blades in areas where I see bulk, use my one guard in areas where I used it, close the lever if I have to, comb the hair down in those areas where it's bulk, and kind of go with the grain, just to knock everything down to the proper length, and just trying to make sure everything is blended as much as possible. Now when it comes to the back, I use the same exact steps. What you guys want to do is memorize these steps as much as possible. Like you see, I set it in a bald line. Now I'm going in with my lever open. Then I go in with my one guard with the lever open. Then I'll just close the lever on that one guard to soften up that middle line. Then I'm going to work on shaping the bulk at the top. Now I'm going to bring down some of the hairs with the comb so everything can, it won't have that line in the middle. I'm gonna go with the grain with the one guard open, then take out that middle line fully with the zero guard closed. After that, what doesn't come out with the zero guard closed, lever open, just kind of using that blade as a thinning shear. Then lastly, lever closed, take out that bottom line, start below the line and flick to the line. So now that I have all the tapers done, I'm gonna work on shaping the afro at the top, making everything even, nice and symmetrical. I'm gonna start at the bottom and work my way to the top, because that's the best way to get a symmetrical afro, all right? That's the best way my hand swings, so I'm gonna go in that direction, start from the bottom all the way to the top. So next I'm gonna prep the front line by adding some dry shampoo. Now you don't have to do this, being that I already cleaned the hair. You don't have to do this. I just like the ash line that it brings when I goes to line my client up, so and razor him. So that's the benefit of using dry shampoo. After the dry shampoo, I'm gonna spray some holding spray just to lock everything in place. Then make sure I blow dry before I start lining my client up. Basically, I'm gonna make sure my client has that curl sponge look. So I'm gonna go in small circular motions. This is not gonna happen, you know, with the first just couple strokes, pulse, all right? It's gonna happen, you know, you gotta give it a while in small circular motions to where the hair will curl up. So make sure that you know, put some elbow grease into it. Listen, let me tell you why they call me 360. When they sit in my chair, I spin them in a full 360, and they come out looking like got this, got this, got this, got this. Yeah! YouTube, this is the cut. And if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, Hustle Dreams Production, that's my brother. He does all my beats. His YouTube channel will be linked in the description below. Make sure you guys go give him a follow. Also, if you want to know where you can find any tools that you've seen in this video, links will be in the description below. Otherwise, you guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. My TikTok is official360Jeezy and my Instagram is 360Jeezy. But it's your boy 360Jeezy, and I'm out of here.